This recording. Timing.
Let me know when you're ready.
Kyle, let me know if I can, come to the studio. Welcome back.
Yeah, baby, we back.
We back in the lab. We back in the lab. No, hey,
Man.
we're missing somebody.
Why?
And Vic literally just hit the camera with her foot. Dude, that's like an earthquake. They probably saw something just happened. She literally was looking at her computer, swung back, and nailed the shit. Welcome back. We back in the lab, baby.
Yes, baby. It
Are we
feels
missing
good.
somebody?
We are.
Luke quit.
Uh,
No, I'm kidding. No. It's actually Luke's birthday.
Yes.
So huge shout out to Lukey Pookie.
Absolutely. That's crazy. He's probably not going to like that. Luke, I didn't clear him to say that. I promise you. But
No,
yeah, it's
shout out to
happy
Luke.
birthday. He's out on the green somewhere hitting the golf ball. So
He's on the links.
yeah, so hopefully he's enjoying that.
He is.
Man, we haven't been in the studio room. I feel like it's been a long time.
It honestly, I mean, what?
Or
'cause we
has it?
Well, I think it has because we didn't film the week before
Yeah.
the live, but we had a video uploaded.
Uh-huh.
Reason we did that, guys, is because we were literally jam packed trying
man.
to get this live event.
Oh, man.
Like we literally spent.
we going to talk about it.
Yeah, we are, but we spent days
Yeah.
on days trying to get this perfect,
Yeah.
which it wasn't.
Yeah. Nope. It
But
was
we
not
didn't-
perfect.
We couldn't expect much. It was
No.
our first one, you know.
But it was a great
It was
time.
great. It was
It was
great.
a great time.
But guys, this is going to be a pretty short episode. We don't have Luke. What we're going to talk about, though, we're going to talk about the live event. We're going to talk about what went well, what we're going to fix for next time, and honestly, just a huge shout out to everybody. But
yeah.
as you can see, we don't have any whiskey today.
No, we're sober today.
We're sober today.
It's a sober Friday.
It is a
for
sober
us.
Friday for us. At least, yeah.
Right now, huh? Exactly.
Sober Friday. No, but yeah. I mean, let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it, man?
Hey man, I really enjoyed it. It was super dope. I
Yeah.
think that the turnout that we had in the shorter amount of time that we put it on, I think what was it, about a month and a half that we
5
had?
weeks.
About 5 weeks.
Actually, I was talking to Kyle about this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say like truthfully, like, I mean, when I say 5 weeks, like it was 5 weeks from us talking
Yeah.
about it, like the first
Yeah.
concept of it.
Nothing in black and white,
No,
nothing.
it was literally like, hey, we should do a live event. That was like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So probably 3.5 to 4 weeks to actually prep for it and to get people there.
Man, and we did a good job for it to be our first time. But I will say though, it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was
and
a
we
lot.
But we learned a lot. Like when you
We
do
did.
something like this, you have to take the good and the bad, and you have to learn from what the things you could have done
Absolutely.
better. And so the question is, what do you think? What do you think we could have done differently? What do you think?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. It was a huge accomplishment.
Absolutely.
In 3.5 to 4 weeks, me, Marquand, and Luke, and Kyle. Kyle helped a lot.
A lot.
Shout out to Kyle and Vic behind the camera. Appreciate you guys.
Yes.
But we got over 100 people to show up to this event.
Fantastic.
I
That's
mean,
super dope.
and I know a lot of you guys are like, maybe some of you aren't, but like 100 people for us, we were hoping to get 40 to 50. Like this was the first event in our home city. Like we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I don't think really anybody else did. This is the first one that Lee Summit has ever seen for a live event. So shout out to everybody who showed up. We appreciate you guys for real. Like that was amazing.
Yeah.
But moving on to the question. So what could we have done differently?
Yeah.
I think one thing that we did good at first, we just didn't think about, was the sound quality and how far it was going to reach.
Yep.
When we were testing it the day before, it sounded good, but I think something that slipped our mind was actually having 100 people there.
Yeah.
And people are actually going to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like we didn't think about that because like when we were trying this, it was nobody there.
No.
And we're like, oh,
it
that sounds great.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then when you get 100 people there, it's like, oh shit.
Oh wow.
People are
Actually, it's
talking.
echoing off of this.
Yeah.
No.
The reverb.
Yeah.
I think that was the hardest thing that we are going to have to work on.
Yeah.
So people who don't know, reverb, we had 2 large speakers. And the video is going to be dropping soon. Kyle's working hard. Keep in mind, it's going to be an hour and 40-minute video.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while. It takes a while to edit. But the reverb is something, we had 2 large speakers on the end that obviously projected our voices outwards, right? And we're sitting here, speakers are over here. When you're that close with microphones, you hear the squealing and that stuff. Like, that's reverb. And so it was hard. There was a couple times you'll see in the video throughout that, you know, we had to do some adjustments. But shout out to the crowd, shout out to us.
Oh, man.
We improvised.
Yeah, on the fly.
On the fly.
Yeah.
And that's something you have to do. And I think that's one thing that I want to give a pat on ourselves, on our back for.
Yeah.
We didn't shut down.
No.
You know, like, we just improvised. We went, you know. And even when people were talking, you know, you were like, should we stop? Luke's like, no.
No.
Because, like, that's the thing. Like, we're not mad for people talking. We want you guys to talk. But the only thing is be conscious of the other people that are wanting to be there.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But yeah, talking, I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think we had some things that we had to just go
On the
with.
fly, yeah.
And that's just the environment that we were in.
For sure.
And so we couldn't stop the show. We couldn't do anything like that. It's like, okay, let's just rock out. Let's just have fun with the crowd. Let's make sure we're entertaining.
Absolutely.
And make sure people are getting the little nuggets that they came here for.
For sure.
And which I think we delivered a great job on. I think Vinny was great. You guys will see him on the show when we drop that episode. A real estate guru, knows a lot about real estate and get a lot of good nuggets.
For sure. And Kyle was great too about social media.
Yes.
Man, if you guys don't know, obviously Kyle works for Apollo / Aspire, but that dude in general, his background is crazy.
Pretty dang cool.
It's crazy. It's so diverse and it's crazy. I really want you guys to go look at his LinkedIn, look at what he's done. Yeah. He's an amazing guy. But as far as the night, okay, I was scared. I was nervous.
You was nervous.
I was nervous.
But you couldn't tell when you hit the stage. When you hit the stage, it seemed like it turned on for you. You're like, okay, shoot, I'm here now. I can't.
I don't know if that was necessarily.
Oh, it might have been a little whiskey.
Might have been a little liquid courage there.
That's okay. That's good.
But that's, I mean, that's just like any musician.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not going out to the stage sober.
Correct. You get in your vibe.
Yeah.
You was calm.
And it wasn't like I was.
No.
I just had a little bit to calm the
That's
nerves.
it.
You know.
That's it.
But I think the best part was the crowd helped a lot too. The crowd kept the energy high.
Oh, I loved the crowd interaction was great.
Yeah.
We really had a lot of support and love, not only from people from our organization, but also just from people in the community, which brings me to my next point.
I was surprised by it. There was a lot of people that showed up that I didn't know.
Correct.
And that's a huge shout out. And obviously, one of the biggest things that I mean, huge shout out to Stewie's. Obviously, I know we've said that a lot. But Stewie's, you guys were great. We appreciate you guys. One of the things that really warmed my heart, because Stewie, the reason why we were able to get into Stewie's, I know a lot of people at Stewie's, and they were able to kind of plug us for the first episode. But one of the things I was nervous about, I wanted to make sure Stewie's got their love on the alcohol side or the bar side, right? One of the cool things they told us at the end of the night, on a typical Tuesday night, we gained them 200% revenue.
Ooh, that's fire.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Tuesdays are slower, right?
Absolutely, for every bar.
We were able to bring them 200% revenue.
On that night, which is incredible.
Which is crazy.
And so, but that's what we needed to do, in order for them to be pleasing us, for us to be pleased as well. And so that's just fantastic. But again, it goes back to the point I was making earlier, just community engagement. They're a local company, right? Absolutely. We're a local organization, as in Apollo, and who sponsors Whiskey and Insurance. But I want to talk about, let's backtrack for a little bit.
Go ahead.
Let's give the viewers the reason why we wanted to do this live podcast. And I'll
go ahead.
Go ahead. I think for us, it was more so about community engagement. This live podcast was something that we've never seen done before. In Lee Summit, where we're at. And so we wanted to draw something to that. And so we were just, conjuring up ideas and things that we can do and how can we include the podcast. And that's what came up. but we wanted to get people familiar with not only with the podcast, but just familiar with our organization that we work for. How can we help individuals? Also, how can we share knowledge, right, in the community with other people that are successful at the things that they do.
Absolutely.
Right? And so that's why we had the guest speakers that we had. And that's why we, had a bunch of giveaways to sponsors that are also in the community.
Shout out to everybody who had giveaways.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you solely. But again, it started from this one thing, but we were able to impact the whole community, of Lee's Summit by this sponsorship and this sponsorship. Oh, you have a giveaway. Go to this local ice cream, Poppy's.
Absolutely.
Go get some ice cream, or go get a haircut at Salon Metric, right, in Lee's Summit. So we were able to really highlight, Lee's Summit, and their organizations and businesses. And so that was something that was super cool,
of course,
for us to do, and super cool for me, as well.
I think. I think you hit it right on the head. Obviously, community engagement. I think the biggest thing was, honestly, like, we feel we have 2 offices down here in Lee Summit, and like that to us is like Lee Summit's our home. Like, and Kyle even said it first. You gotta dominate your local network,
correct,
before you want to expand anywhere else.
Right.
And us as brokers, like, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of people in Missouri and Kansas. But we also have a lot of clients outside of Missouri and Kansas. Yeah. Like, I don't think we've really dominated Missouri and Kansas yet. So this is one of those things that just brings awareness to Apollo, brings awareness to what we're trying to do. And ultimately, obviously, at the end of the day, we started this for Apollo. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, now we're kind of doing the own thing.
Yeah. I think we finally got some wings, and we're flying a little bit. And so it's been really cool to watch, really cool to see it again, just for everyone that came out and supported us. I mean, we can't say it enough. We're so thankful. Yeah. And as Talbot alluded to earlier, we had, this thing was stressful. Talbot's back, and before we're going on, he's sweating. We're running. We're going through run throughs. We're trying to go through it about 100 times to make sure we get it right. And guess what? After all of that, we still had things that we had to overcome. Yeah. And so that's just a part of it. But will we do it again? Yes. Are we going to do it again?
Yes.
Yes.
to hit on that a little bit, one of the coolest things that I've seen from this, shout out to Kyle for literally making a video for the next day.
Yeah, that was super
dude,
cool.
That dude was, that video, if you haven't seen it yet, check out our Instagram, our personal Instagrams, LinkedIn, anywhere. Yeah. Super cool video of the night. But I had 2 people reach out. I'm not going to say it's definites yet, so I'm not going to say any names. Okay. But they wanted us to go places to do a live event.
Oh, that would be nice.
And it's like, it's just that right there. Then it's like, damn, I never thought that would happen. Yeah. And so being able to see that and see those DMs and stuff like that, it's like, wow, this is actually real.
It's super cool, man. It's super cool. And for us to get those opportunities based off of the work that we put in is really cool. And again, it goes back to you all. And so we want to thank you for that, and thank you for your support.
For sure.
We definitely have some things on the horizon that we want you guys to stay tuned for. We will be, I think we got some more episodes. Do we have?
We do. We got
one more.
We got one more. Yeah.
One more
so
episode.
Live podcast is our 50th episode.
That was our big celebration.
That's our big celebration. That is the ending of season 1.
Yes.
As you guys know, we probably talked about a lot, but we are literally right in the midst of getting into open enrollment and getting into the annual enrollment period. So like, we're about to get busy. These next couple months, actually probably month and a half, they're going to be pretty short episodes. I mean, I'm talking 15, 20, 25 minutes long max. These ones are just going to be little segments here and there, talk about basically only insurance stuff. Get you guys prepared for what you need. Season 2 is going to start January 1. That I'm really excited for. We have a lot of stuff in the works. Yeah. We're probably going to be traveling. Yeah. It's one of those things. So it's going to be cool. But at the end of the day, we want to come on here. We want to say thank you to you guys. We want to talk about the ups and downs. Before we go, there's a couple more things I wanted to talk about. Like, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be easy. I don't want you guys to think this was easy, because this was one of the hardest things I think me, Marquand, and Luke have probably done in a long time.
Yeah.
There's so many things you have to think about, and thankful for Kyle and Vic and Sarah, because we wouldn't have been able to do it by ourselves, because they did all the background stuff. We kind of just showed up and did our thing.
Yeah.
But it was countless. The whole week prior to the event, I'd say the whole 4 days prior to the event was no work, strictly live event.
Yeah.
We were running places, getting equipment, setting up, getting bottles, stuff like that. And it's one of those things where you have to really love what you're doing in order for it to be real. And I like I said, I can't thank us enough, because like we did 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Not crazy. A lot of podcasts survive that.
No, not 50 of them.
You know, and like being able to do this on the 50th episode is crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
It shows you our journey, how long we've come, and obviously from the viewer standpoint, you guys seen this from the beginning.
Yeah.
And so just keep watching the journey. We're going to keep continuing to unfold, create, come up with new ideas, give you guys new content, fun content, because that's what it's about. It's about bringing you guys things that you need, or certain, situations that you need help with, etc. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. And I mean, we're going to have a lot more guests too. So if any of you guys do anything, small businesses, large businesses, anything like that, if anything business related, if you guys want to come on, let us know.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're always looking for more guests. If there's any distilleries that are watching this and want to support us for a month, give us 4 bottles or whatever, we're always willing to do that. We're looking for shout outs, looking for sponsors, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was really fun.
It was
a great time.
Yeah.
That episode will be out shortly. If you can get through it, please. It was a great night. I'm sure you would like it. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, that's all she wrote.
We're
coming back. Wrote. We got another episode, 50th episode. That's going to be the bangers dropping here soon. And so stay tuned for that. Yep. But until next time.
Cheers, guys.